We have all the big Disneyland Paris announcements, and I'm going to break them down one by one so you can find out exactly what is coming to Disneyland Paris soon. Every year on the anniversary of Disneyland Paris opening, they do their major announcements, letting you know what to expect in the next year or so. And yesterday, which was the 12th of April 2025, was Disneyland Paris's 33rd anniversary, and we have some breaking news and some updates to let you know about. First up is we are getting a brand new upride that is going to be coming to Adventure Way. Now, we know Walt Disney Studios Park has been undergoing a massive renovation and an expansion with Adventure Way and World of Frozen. We already knew that we were getting a brand new Tangled ride, which is similar to the teacups over in Disneyland Park, but we're also now getting an upride. Now, this is a swinging carousel type ride. It feels very fitting for this area. Adventure Way is supposed to be kind of like a boardwalk area, so getting these classic fun fair type attractions does make sense. This will be the first upride in Disneyland Paris, and it's so exciting to see this film get love. It is such a fantastic Pixar movie. To see it represented in Walt Disney Studios Park, which will be called Disney Adventure World when it opens, is going to be amazing. Plus, we got to see some brand new photos of the progress of Adventure Way. Now, this is still very much under construction, but it is great to see the progress, where it is at, and also just get a better sense of the lay of the land. Something that ties into this was a brand new model of Disney Adventure World that was revealed, and the great news is this is going to be open to the public to view. This is really helpful because you really can get a sense of what the park is going to look like once everything is completed. Along with this 3D model, we also got a brand new poster for Disney Adventure World. It's really cool to see the different lands and rides that are all going to be showcased in this new poster. And the final bit of Adventure Way news that we found out is there was an update about the restaurant that is going to be there. This is going to be called the Regal View Restaurant and Lounge, and it is going to be a princess character dining mill. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. To have a character dining mill in Disney Adventure World is going to be perfect, and the Disney princesses are super popular. Alberta Cendrillon is an incredible meal, and it's a fantastic way to skip over that really long Princess Pavilion queue that you get. There's often 2 to 3 hours, but at the moment we only have one Princess Character Dining Meal in a park, so it's going to be fantastic that in both of the parks at Disneyland Paris you're going to be able to have this experience. We also got some updates about World of Frozen. Now, the thing I think everyone was waiting for was to get an opening date, or at least an opening season, and unfortunately we didn't. It is still just 2026. However, we did get some brand new photos to show the construction. It is great to see it starting to come together. However, it still looks like there's quite a lot to do. So do you think we are on track? Do you think they're being vague about giving an opening time frame at the moment because they don't want to say it and then have to push it back? What are your thoughts seeing both this and the Adventure Way construction? Disney also gave us an update about Lion King Land. Now, we know that this is going to be coming in the future. It's going to be the next phase after World of Frozen has opened, but we got to see some new concept art. We got a better look at the ride that is going to be in this land. It is going to be a water ride very similar to Tiana's Bio Adventure. They did say it's going to have a 16-meter drop, which is about the same as Tiana's Bio Adventure. So I do feel like it's probably the same ride system but different theming. But we also got to see one of the scenes that's going to be inside the ride itself. So it's great to see Simba, Pumbaa and Timon, and Lion King is still super beloved. So this is going to be really cool. We currently don't have an opening time frame for Lion King Land, but we do know that when World of Frozen opens, they will have already started construction on Lion King Land. Now, what's interesting is I think we were all expecting, once Disney's Adventure World was kind of coming together, World of Frozen's open, Adventure Way is open, that the big construction that we're currently seeing was ending. That's not going to be the case, guys. Immediately, you are still going to be having construction happening because of Lion King Land. Now, at the moment, we don't know if that will be visible, if there will be construction walls up. I'm hoping for a little while we won't see any construction walls. Maybe there'll just be stuff going on behind the scenes that we won't know about. We have also heard that the new upride will not be ready in time for the opening of Adventure Way. It is quite curious that they've added a new ride in, and once this new part of the land opens, there's still going to be construction happening happening. But seeing as they've only just announced it and the land is meant to be opening next year, and we've seen how slow this build has been, it does make sense that it won't be ready in time. But how do you feel about the fact that we're getting all this brand new stuff, but there's still going to be a lot of construction going on? Something that we're going to be able to experience quite soon is the brand new entrance to Walt Disney Studios Park, which is world premiere. This was formerly Studio One and it has undergone a massive renovation. It's still keeping that old Hollywood look, and I think it looks really, really fantastic. Now, this was said to be opening in April this month, however that has been pushed back, so it's now going to be opening on May 15th. Now, typically, I'm going to Disneyland Paris. I leave on the 14th of May and it opens the day afterwards. And when I visited in January, I left on the Friday. On the Saturday is when they debuted the new fireworks show. So it's starting to feel personal now. It's starting to feel like they're intentionally seeing when I'm coming and then putting all the exciting new things the day after I leave. So when you hear me say, I'm going to Disneyland Paris on this date, go in like 2 or 3 weeks afterwards and then you can experience all the good stuff. And also with world premiere, we got to see a mural that is going to be on the building itself. I think this is going to be a fantastic photo spot. So even though I'm going to miss out on it on my next trip, I'm very, very excited to see it open, up and running. It's going to be a great way to walk into the park and really set the scene. A piece of news that I was super excited to hear about is that we finally have an opening date for the Casey's Corner gazebo. Now, this awning has been taking forever to build. It's been almost a year and a half to basically just put a cover over the top of the seating next to Casey's Corner, but we finally know come June the construction walls will be down and you'll finally get to sit underneath it. I think this is going to be great because it will mean that in all weathers you'll be able to find somewhere to sit and enjoy your hot dog from Casey's Corner. However, it should not have taken this long to build, but I love that they knew people are desperate to know when is this going to end, so they had to put it in their big announcements on the anniversary. They did also mention that once that is completed, they will then start putting up an awning on the outdoor section of the Tower of Terror queue. Now, what year that may come into existence, nobody knows. If it takes as long as the Casey's Corner one did, it could be a long, long time, but because it is to do with a ride and particularly to do with a queue, I feel like they will need to do that quicker because it will cause much more disruption if it's shut for a long period of time. And the final big update we got is that Sequoia Lodge is going to be undergoing a massive refurbishment. This hotel feels like a lodge in an American national park, and the rooms have Bambi decor, but out of all of the hotels in Disneyland Paris, this is the one that does feel a bit dated. So they have given us some concept art for the new lobby and also for the new hotel rooms. The rooms look absolutely stunning and they look really modern, really sleek, and a lot brighter than they currently do. The renovations on Sequoia Lodge will start in 2026, and it is worth noting that the hotel is going to stay open during this time. So if you are going to be visiting in 2026 or onwards, do take this into consideration because there will be building works happening whilst you are there. So what do you think of these updates? Are you excited that we're getting a ride that we weren't anticipating? What do you think about the progress on Adventure Way and World of Frozen? And do you think you'll stay in Sequoia Lodge once it has had a refresh? As I say, every single year on Disneyland Paris's opening anniversary, they do their big announcements. And of course, this year it's come a few days after the announcement that Universal Studios are going to be opening a park in Great Britain. So what do you think of these updates at Disneyland Paris? Do you think that's going to be enough to compete with Universal? Do you think in the next couple of years Disneyland Paris are going to be making big announcements about changes that are coming soon? When do you think Lion King Land will be open? Do you think it will pip Universal Studios to the post, or do you think Universal Studios, which is opening in 2031, might get there and open their doors to guests before? I would love to know your opinions on all of this, so do let me know in the comments down below. And if you're taking a trip to Disneyland Paris and you'd love to get some tips to help you visit the park like a pro, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a most magical day. Bye bye.